What do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living? I'm a real estate analyst. So I called him back and I told him, look, it looks like the steering column, the welding is bad on it, on the part of the frame. He said, well, I'm a welder. You could bring it over to my house and I could fix it there. So I took my felt off and I wrapped the steering column.
Just get to it fast, sir.
And I wrapped it around the steering column and I was able to drive it a couple miles to his house and then he welded it back on and the steering wheel was fine.
If I were analyzing this situation, I would say, this is your son. He looks like a nice young man. I assume that there were you and your son, and who else was traveling?
My wife, my mother, and 3 other children.
And 3 other children. I probably would have left the RV with him. Then.
My wife told me that, and she was very vocal about that.
You should have listened to her?
Well, his wife and him assured us that the motorhome was perfect.
Listen, Mr. Holstein, you're an intelligent man. You have your wife, 4 children, and your mother with you on a holiday. You have a little glitch with the horn. Can understand it. Steering wheel falls off. That's another story. You have to bring it back to get it welded back on. And I would say to myself, you know what? There are other RVs that I could rent to go away. I want my money back. Perfect. Time to say that to him. Now, had you ever welded the steering column before on this RV?
No, ma'am.
Weren't you at all surprised by having to weld back the steering column on it?
Ma'am, there was no way of knowing that there was such a problem. He admitted himself. And that was just bad job from the factory when they built the RV, when they put the RV together. I didn't take the RV apart. I didn't take the covers off of the thing to make sure that they're good.
All I asked you was, in the 2 months that you had it, had you ever welded back the steering column?
No, ma'am.
All right, so now you didn't listen to your wife, Mr. Holstein, which you should have done, and you proceeded on your trip. What's the next thing that happened?
Well, it drove fine through the night. We drove through Minnesota to South Dakota, and once we got close to Mount Rushmore area, it was hotter out, and what happened was that the RV wasn't going over like 50 miles an hour. When it would go up a hill, it would just like lose power, and then it would just kind of reboot it back up. And it just did that for most of the day on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we tried starting the generator on Sunday night, and the generator wouldn't start. So we pulled over in a place called Buffalo, Wyoming, middle of nowhere, and the generator would not kick back in. And as soon as I turned the ignition off, the carbon monoxide detector started blaring. It was just screaming, telling them to get out of the RV, everybody evacuate, So we got out of the RV, and there was no power at all with the RV at all. Like